Welcome, everyone, to the Relentless Undead. I'm your host, Robert, and today I'm going to be playing some Fallout 76. If you'd like to check me out and the people I'm streaming with, you can under our usernames. For myself, it's Relentless Undead. For Tammy, it is Tammy Panda, and for Jay, it is Seal Fate. We also have a community Discord, so if you guys want to check that out, it should be linked below. I might jump in real fast and do my dailies and then figure out what we're doing from there.
If you join on me, there's a mutated event going, which is one of the dailies that I had to deal with.
Yeah, well, I have to jump into the game first before I can do anything.
Fair enough.
And any server has a mutated event at on the hour, every hour, on the hour, every hour. Yes, I just said the same thing repeated multiple times.
24/7.
24/7/7/7/7. It's Christmas time in the void. Game. Come on, game. Active camo? That's not bad. You're fighting over here? What you fighting over there?
Here we're
No.
fighting mobs that explode on death.
Oh.
Doing campfire tales.
Okay, well, I'm doing Gilded Meditation with cloaking.
Nice.
Now, imagine orbs of sublime energy around you. Reach out and gather them. Bring them to your pillars. This is how we will attain transcendence. As you build your pillars of transcendence, you may find yourself surrounded by discordant forces that seek to hinder your spiritual enlightenment. Banish them using whatever positive affirmations you wish, and do not let them tear down your pillars. You
This is
are
not
strong. You can overcome this and any other negativity. Sometimes the discordant forces prove to be too difficult to keep out, and your pillars of transcendence may falter. Take solace, for the holistic light shines bright when you need it the most. Bathe in its glow until you feel it reinvigorate your pillars. Now that you have everything visualized, I will begin a series of positive affirmations. My voice. Listen forces that stand in your way. Please be aware and do not damage our property.
Well, I've got my 10.
I'm still working on it. Halfway.
Imagine you are floating in a cloud of pure emotional bliss.
Another minute 45.
Empty your mind of all of the truth. Leave them behind you as you
It's not what I meant to do.
spiritual existence.
One minute left.
Love when things don't do what you want them to.
The outside world has
Sorry, what?
no meaning while you focus.
I was trying to tell the game to let me join your world, and it just kept ignoring me entirely.
Five, four, three,
You're
two,
feeling
one.
so relaxed right now.
But you ate a melatonin gummy and you're fighting it now? Well, why did you eat it in the first place if you're going to be fighting it?
You wanted a gummy?
Yeah, but melatonin puts you to sleep. There are so many other gummies that won't put you to sleep. Oh, the ADHD is trying to fight it? I see. I don't know. Maybe my ADHD is a different brand of ADHD. I'm in a lot more control over it than it seems like certain people are. It also could be the fact that, you know, I was diagnosed at a young age being before I remember, and my mom had been trying to help me cope with it because she didn't want to put me on medication. And apparently it just worked. So for most things, like, I know I'm having ADHD moments when I do have them, and I do still have trouble sleeping, but at the very least, you know, I'm aware of it. And I can try to fight back. With me, when I try to sleep, I don't take melatonin. I was always afraid that, you know, I do not be in control or something. I don't know, just a weirdness. So I didn't take it. But anyway, I tell myself stories to go to sleep. That's how I help myself go to sleep. I tell myself stories.
Yeah, honestly, that's the same thing I do.
I just breathe in and out really deep.
Timmy just goes to sleep.
Yeah.
She's like, the other day, she was like, oh, man, I don't know if I'm going to be able to go to sleep. I feel really restless. I'm like, okay. Before I was even comfortable, she was already out. I'm like, yeah, you're going to have such a hard time, Tammy.
Yeah.
Later.
Apply defenses. Okay. Apply defenses. And see, the other thing is the fact that, like, if I'm actually going to sleep, I have a hard rule that I'm not supposed to touch my phone. Or any electronics. If I'm actually supposed to be going to sleep, again, it may be something that, like, when I was younger, my mom did it. I was allowed to stay in my room. I was allowed doing whatever I want. Like when I was supposed to go to sleep, I was supposed to stay in my room, in my bed, and not play with stuff. And as long as I was doing those things, I wasn't in trouble. So I will literally stay in bed and do nothing. The only time that's really awful is, like, the other day I was trying to go to sleep and I was, like, about to daze off and my brain's like, hey, let's think about that Fallout campaign that you want to do. I'm like, no, because I can't work on it right now. Stop.
I hate it when that happens.
And then my brain's like, okay. We'll stop thinking about that. We'll stop thinking about that. I'm like, thank you. And it's like, so about that 7 days camp thing you're working on? No. Stop. I can't work on that either. Stop. Okay. We can think about... I'm like, brain, no, we're done. Brain, we're seriously done here. We're going to sleep and not think about this other shit. And then, yeah, it kind of worked.
Yeah, the only electronics that are in my bedroom is my alarm clock.
Oh, in my bedroom, I have a TV. And I have a phone. My phone is always next to me. I turn the Wi-Fi off when it's bedtime. And my TV is turned off, and I only watch it before bed. Just because the fact that I don't have a living room to watch stuff in. So theoretically, when I watch stuff, I'm sitting in my office chair. And just occasionally, a lot more often than not, I prefer to lay down when I'm watching TV. It's probably part of my ADHD where I just basically want to be moving around and flipping and flopping and, you know, sitting in the chair. I tend to lean to my left side, which is screwing up my left shoulder. So to combat those two problems, the fact that I want to be flipping and flopping, and the fact that, you know, I was injuring my shoulder, we got a TV for the bedroom. It was like $150. It's a smart TV, so I can actually watch all of our shit in there. And like I said, once it's bedtime, it's turned off.
Yeah, me, it's... I very much would end up still watching TV when I should be asleep.
Yeah, no, I have self-control. I think it's the hugest thing.
Well, it's not so much lack of self-control to me. It's a simple factor of I just don't notice time.
Yeah, well, I have alarms and all that shit for that reason.
Like, if I don't have to get up for something, I can sleep the entire day away.
I have alarms for that.
Oh no, I still get up.
No, but
if I decide to sleep in, I can sleep the entire day away.
Yeah, where I won't do that. For two reasons. One, even though I love sleep, like I love dreaming. Dreaming is one of the funnest things for me. Especially because sometimes I can actually control my dreams, and I fucking love that. The other huge factor is the fact that I would like to be up and doing other things. I think so because of that, I have my alarm set for noon. I have an alarm set for 10. That's when I should be getting up. Then I have one for 11, and I have one for noon. Sometimes I'll turn off the 10 or 11 o'clock one for the noon one. But noon is the latest I will allow myself to sleep. Unless I absolutely did something fucking stupid and stayed up extremely stupidly late. And I'll set up a special alarm just for that. But other than that, it is noon. Is my latest. And then I get up and I actually do stuff. Usually try eating and then streaming.
Yeah, no, for me, I get up and I immediately go to work. Because I'm one of those that if I have an appointment or like I have to go somewhere at, say, 2 o'clock, from noon onwards, I can't do anything. Because I'm constantly checking at the clock. Is it time to go yet? Is it time to go yet? Is it time to go yet? Doesn't matter how many alarms I set. I still do it.
Yeah, with me, if I have to get up, like, let's say, doing your thing, where 2 o'clock is where the appointment is. Mattering on how long it takes me to get to the appointment, let's say 30 minutes, that's 1:30. So if it takes me 30 minutes to get there, 1:30, which means I want to be out the door by about 1:15. Which means I want to make sure that I'm moving my ass by 1. Which means that if I get up any other time, 1 basically is like my huge cutoff. And I'll like do plans. Like I will I'm one of those guys that will set up random no, it's fine. You're not. I'm not saying you are. Like I will set up a bunch of different things all in order. Where it's like this will take me roughly about I need to have a shower before I go. So because of that, that's gonna take me half an hour to have a shower. So that means that now it's 12:30. Because it's going to take me an hour to wash my or to dry my hair, give or take. That means 11:30, which means I have to be up by 11:30 at the latest. And then I will pre-plan all that stuff up, and then and then basically I'll get up at 11, for example. Have a 30-minute thing, and then basically start, because I've pre-planned everything in time fragments. I'm always busy.
Yeah, no, I do me and my family do the exact same thing, but it's, oh, we should be leaving in 20 minutes, half hour. It doesn't matter to us. We'll start getting anxious, and we're restless, and we just like, let's go.
No, I'll watch.
Like, I don't have to be to be examples. I don't have to be at work at 3 till 3. I'm usually sitting in the parking lot from 2:30 onwards.
Yeah, no. When I used to work, I used to know how long it took me to get to work. Exactly how long it took me to get to work. I would know how long it took me to do everything I needed to do while at work before I had to go to work. And basically, I would be there, let's say 10 minutes early that I need to be, and that was it. And I would just basically have everything already pre-planned. Where by the time I left the house, it would be, maybe 5 minutes early or something like that, but it would never be half an hour, or I would never get restless about it. Like if I was always worried about skipping over the time, I would just make sure that there was an alarm to tell me that, I had 5 minutes, or I get, and then I would just leave 5 minutes early or whatever.
Yeah, no, the unfortunate part is we've always, at our house, because of the way we're all, like Sean does it the same way you do. And it drives me and my dad nuts. Because as far as we're concerned, if you're early, you're on time. If you're on time, you're late. If you're late, you're fired.
Yeah, but see, I was still always early. Even the way I did, I'm still early.
It's to the point that when we're doing our, it's going to take us this long to do this and everything else like this, we're also counting it for things like, yeah, but if I have a flat, I'm going to need this much time to change the flat. And we do. And it's not something we can shut off. And if we don't plan it like that, the amount of fucking anxiety and everything else I guess we get is just simply not fucking worth the effort.
See, and that's why I don't do it the way that you're just talking about. Because the concept that, thinking about the concept of, what happens if I get a flat, or what happens if this happens, or what happens if this happens, those all, the variables as they all become stressful. Because you're, they're too much. If it happens, it happens, you deal with it at the time. Especially if I was working. If I got to work, seriously, if I got to work when I used to work, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm sorry for being 5 minutes late. Fucking, there was an accident here and it slowed me down. My boss was like, well, I'm going to have to fire you. I'd be like, no, I quit. See you later. If you can't accept, the once, in the rare time that I'm late because of something I was not in control of, and you're going to threaten me with firing, then you're a piece of shit and I don't want to work for you anymore. Because I
completely understand and agree with you. 100% agree with you and understand. The unfortunate part is it's just the way we are. We get more anxiety by not taking that shit into account, and it drives us more up the wall by not taking that shit into account than going, the likelihood of us not dealing with this is so low that there's no point in it. No, we have to take it into account. Otherwise, it just stresses us the fuck out. And then we end up showing up an hour early because we were stressed the fuck out and we just want this shit over and done with.
Yeah, see, that's the reason that I don't stress about it, because of that exact reason. Oh, for fuck's sake, Tim. But no, I've gone on many trips before. And my whole concept is the fact that... Oh, cool. Thanks, Tim. Okay, I guess I'm going to be sitting here for a bit. Cool. Anyway, it's just the fact that you can't, like, account for things that you can't account for. Like, when fucking Tammy's Jeep broke. There was no way of accounting for that.
When we go on a trip, like you got your clothes and everything else like this needed for the trips, yeah, that's fine. We've also turned around and we've also got fucking toolkits in the back of the vehicle we're using and everything else like this. We got a compressor and all this other shit so that, okay, well, we got a flat or something broke. We could probably fix it on the side of the fucking goddamn road and then keep going.
You could not fix what happened to Tammy's Jeep.
We understand there's some shit that can break that there's nothing we can fucking do about it except get a tow truck.
Because, yeah, I don't fucking, like I said, that's why I never account for things like that. Because it is outside my power, and, yeah, I'm just going to let fate decide what happens and go from there, like. But, yeah, no, like, with Tammy's Jeep, fucking, I had put oil, this is something I've said before, but I'll say it again. I put oil in it at the beginning of the month to full. Everything was fine. We went to her parents, came back, and as we were coming back, it had ran itself completely out of oil without our knowledge and had seized the engine. So, I'm not even quite sure why or how it ran through the oil in less than a month. But basically the Jeep had said, you know what? I don't want to live anymore. It just took itself out back.
Yeah, no, like, that I understand, but, like, one of the things annoys the piss out of me, but I do it anyways. As I'm pulling out of my driveway, or I'm pulling out of my, where I park at work, I'm checking the ground underneath my car.
I had checked there was nothing underneath the car. I checked when I came home, just to make sure I didn't miss anything. There was no oil missing when we were home. So the oil had to have gone away on the road.
Literally burned through it on the road.
Burned through it on the road. You either lost it on the road or burned through it on the road. There was no signs.
Or somebody drained it out, or somebody drained it while you were parked somewhere.
The only place that we were parked was legitimately at her parents' house, so I doubt it. Like, mind you, I should have checked it before we left her parents' house, but the thought process in my head was I had just filled it up at the beginning of the month. Completely.
Yeah, I honestly do not blame you for that thought process in the slightest. You filling it up in the beginning of them. I should actually probably check the oil on my car.
Yeah, Tammy, check
been a month or so.
I should probably check it again, but
yeah, that's what I said. Tammy probably should check hers or something.
But no, like I understand your entire thought process on that, and it's reasonable to me.
So like I said, I always just go with the concept that because of stuff like that, it's like there's like, and then like not even just that, but like fucking because we called her parents were like, oh yeah, we have a friend that lives nearby, they'll come out and check. I'm like, okay. And I explained to this man, not once, not twice, but 4 to 5 fucking times that of what happened and what I think it is. And they went with everything fucking else until they got to the end and they're like, yeah, you're probably right. I'm like, You know you've wasted hours of my life? It was just like the other, like, going back to what you were saying earlier about the fact of, like, leaving and being somewhere an hour early. To me, that's just a waste of my life. Like, I get, you know, the whole concept of, like, you know, while you're sitting there, you're like, I can't do anything because I don't want to accidentally go over time. I get that. That's why I'm really finicky about paying attention to time when I have to do something. Again, setting alarms. But I'd rather sit there and watch TV or sit there and do something else and have alarms set and then just go, oh, the alarm went off. Whatever I'm doing, like when the alarm goes off, whatever I'm doing, I have to stop. So whatever I'm currently doing cannot be something that I need to be like, oh, 5 more minutes. It can never be 5 more minutes. So that's why every time I ever do it, it's like usually YouTube Shorts or something like that. Because of the concept that I can immediately just stop them.
Where's Nuka World?
I'm at it right now.
It's on. It's the Nuka World on tour. It's over by my base.
Or I'm at it right now.
Snap a picture.
Yes. The Tunnel of Love, Thames, it's just outside of the Tunnel of Love. That's why when the Tunnel of Love thing came up, I was like, oh, thank fucking God I don't have to like travel. Like pay money. I could just go take a camera photo. Camera photo. Camera photo. Yep. I'm done my dailies.
Yeah, this setup was pretty easy.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just they've actually been listening to certain people, like if people have been complaining like I have, or if it's just I've just been getting lucky the last couple times, but it feels like they really have been switching up the dailies to being stuff that's a little bit more reasonable.
Oh, hell no. Last night I got do an event in Cranberry Bog. Yep. Guess what location never spawned an event?
You can actually force events to spawn in there.
The only thing I didn't do was go and force a nuke to launch.
No, I'm pretty sure
that's because I just wasn't interested in doing it.
Which one's Cranberry Bog?
The red area where the Scorch Queen is.
Okay. Give me a second. So you could have done the like force the I'm pretty sure you could force the school one to happen, can't you?
Nope.
I thought you could originally force the school one to happen.
Originally, yes. Can't do it now.
Oh, I just fucking grabbed that. I didn't mean to grab that. Shit. Oh. Yeah, there's an event in Cranberry Bog right now.
Yeah, no, but that doesn't help me when it was last night that I needed it.
I know, but I'm just telling you. Like,
but like none of the surface to airs, none of the line in the sands, none of the monster mashes or any other shit like this. Not a single goddamn event popped in the Cranberry Bog in the hour I was playing.
Oh, maybe it's just because it was that only an hour.
I just have to do Torched.
Oh, that's easy. North base.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I accidentally oopsie and spent 15 tickets that I want to spend. I accidentally bought a icon. I don't give a fuck about icons. Oh well.
Dino DNA.
So I think the only thing I want next to make sure I'm happy Yeah, I think the only thing next I want to make sure I'm happy is get to rank 81. Now the 10 more levels. Because I want the
Get the kitty.
Yep, the Bombard cat. Bombay cat. Fuck. I want the Bombay cat. It actually does not show us your camp.
Oh, fuck. I think somebody had their camp there when I spawned in and it didn't spawn it.
That's fine. I'm just... You were bringing up your camp and I was just trying to find the other guy's camp.
It's so rare that my camp doesn't spawn in that it's always my tent that seems to have the issue, so I just keep blanking past the damn thing. I will redeploy my camp
I'm not too worried.
once I'm finished fast traveling.
I was just going to the other guy's camp because I need to make it a habit going to...
Someone told me I had a few loose screws. I am still looking for those screws.
3 more scorched.
Are you aware that you're not streaming?
No, I wasn't. I hit the button. It just must not have registered.
I think you were streaming, and then I think it turned it off.
Ripses.
Yeah, because you were streaming at 6:30. Because I actually even see
that's
the message that popped up when you pressed it.
that's strange. Then gonna be annoying as shit. Oh, then legitimately nothing I can fucking do about it now.
Yeah, I just looked over and realized that you weren't streaming, so I was like,
Thank you for bringing that up.
did he stop for any particular reason, or?
Whoosh. A little bit of overkill there, but okay.
Oh, I'm looking forward to next week, though.
Okay.
Should be the first session of Fallout.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to, yes.
Honestly,
Oh,
I've been kind of looking forward to it, and I've been getting annoyed because of the teaser, all the teaser material you've been putting on Discord. And I'm going like, I'm reading through it, and I'm going like, I want to play it now.
Yeah, I had to remove the factions because I fucked up on them. I put some factions in a little too early. Like, theoretically, the Minutemen won't be around yet. Because I'm just having it where after the event of 4, they start branching out. Same with
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure the Minutemen have been around for.
according to everything I've read on the Wikipedia, they haven't. But maybe that's just me not finding the right shit, or that they changed something or something. Because every time I look up the Minutemen, it defaults it to the Commonwealth Minutemen, and then states that they're in the Commonwealth.
Yeah.
You guys aren't in the Commonwealth.
Like realistically, you can make up whatever the fuck factions you want.
Yeah, but I'm trying to be realistic about it to some degree.
No, I completely understand.
So I'm just waiting until...
Because I have no idea where we're based at all. So, realistically speaking, if we're not based in any of the locations that have already had storylines in them,
which are not,
then you have every group has had their own factions, like the Powder Gangers, the Kings, NCR. No, I guess the NCR has been a repeat in a couple of different ones.
Yeah, but the idea behind it is the concept of the thing is that what year you guys are in is what makes the difference. You guys are in what year you guys are in, without spoiling anything. Certain events have not happened in certain video games. So due to the fact that you guys aren't you guys are not set up with the TV series, you guys are actually even further back. The TV series I think is another 20 years to the future.
Yeah, I don't know when the TV series takes place. I've only watched a couple episodes and just got annoyed with it.
Yeah, which I don't know. It feels like a normal show to me.
I don't like even in books and everything else like this. I don't like it when they're constantly jumping around between different people,
but every
doing
show
different
does it.
things in different areas.
Feels like every show does it.
I don't really watch TV anymore.
That's fine. It feels like every show does it. Because even the shows that Ghost. Last night I was watching Ghosts with Tammy, and in Ghosts, it was jumping back and forth between two different two plots. I think it's only what it was. It was the main plot and the subplot. The main plot was dealing with the humans, and the subplot was dealing with the ghosts. No, because it was actually three. It was three plots. Because the one that we were watching, Tams, that was the one where the three plots were the humans found out that their neighbors are swingers.
Yeah.
The ghosts found out that what's his face? Thorson had his son. And they were dealing with that. And then the other plot was that Hattie had a monopoly on money. So yeah, it was three different plots. And I kind of feel like that's how the Fallout series was going. Was it was just based off the main people. You have
yeah. My issue, I understand what you're talking about and everything else, yes. But the unfortunate part is my issue is just as I started getting interested in what's going on for one particular character, they then turn around and switch it to a completely different character that I didn't really care about.
What character did you not care about?
Well, no, it's just I didn't know who they were. I wasn't really interested. And then it's as soon as I start getting interested, they switch it again.
Yeah, but that's how all shows have to work.
And it's
when your characters are not together.
That to me just annoys the piss out of me.
But that's how every show works when you're not having characters that are right
Why
next to
do you
each other.
think I not watch TV anymore?
Because yeah, that's literally a. It's what the idea is that you're supposed to be oh cool, I can't wait till they go back to that character.
They could have, in my opinion, okay, we're dealing with the vault. Well, take all the segments where we're just dealing with her.
No, because then people would complain that this episode...
Up until she's going to interact with another character.
But then
And
the
that is
problem
one
would be...
episode.
But the problem would be then the next episode would not have her in it at all.
That's fine.
No, that's what would piss people off more. That pisses people off more than having it where they switch back and forth. Because then you're like, oh, like, now I have to not only wait to see what this going to happen with this character because they left that episode on a cliffhanger. I have to wait an unknown amount of episodes before they go back to her. I think that would drive you more mad. Because as you're getting to know, like, her or the ghoul or whatever, then they just leave it on a cliffhanger and then don't go back to the ghoul for 2 episodes. You'd be fucking pissed.
Experiment for little guns. They do. I find they do the same thing with manga. I'm reading this one, and I'm like really interested in it, and I'm like, oh, I really like that when it's this part of it, and then I'm like, get to one point, and then it changes to something else, like a different subplot that's happening. I'm like,
Yeah. No. I can completely understand that. Like,
but
the shows that are kind of turn around, they're going to do whatever format they feel is the best, which I can understand Rob's point very, very easily. I didn't argue it, but it's, to me, it makes it so that stuff like the Fallout series was just simply unwatchable because they kept flipping it over too randomly, and it just.
It wasn't really. I don't know. I didn't feel like it was that random, but...
It's different tastes.
But it's the
neither of us are wrong. It's just the different tastes.
But it's just the 4 main characters and then the 1 sub character.
and it's mostly just so that way they're keeping in continuity with
each other,
the timeline, because you can't watch all 4 people doing the same thing at the same time. You have to take turns, unfortunately.
Because there's the 4 main characters, which is Lucy. Then you've got her brother. Then you got the ghoul. And then you've got the Brotherhood guy. And then occasionally, because he's a part of the actual, like, I would say plot point, you've got the scientist. Though there is a couple things that, after watching it, there's still a couple questions I have that confuse me. I'm hoping season 2 clarifies them, but and not just gloss.
Not holding too high of hopes.
I'm just hoping that they actually clarify and not just gloss over it. Like, even a simple explanation is still fine. I'll accept a stupid-ass simple explanation over no explanation at all.
Or even just a little hint of a cliffhanger that tells you that, no, we haven't forgot about this. It's going to be relevant, just not yet.
No, because it's already in the part that it's irrelevant.
No.
The characters are already, I'm pretty sure, dead. But the concept is that I'm going to say something that's theoretically classified as a spoiler. Without trying to get into too spoilery. So keep that in mind when I'm progressing with the words I'm saying. There is a character in it that is indicated that she is from, or I guess I should have said, but whatever, is from the old world. So how did they survive over 200 years? And at the end, I'm pretty sure they die. So therefore, they're not a synth. They're not a ghoul. So how the fuck did they survive for 200 years? And that's just the question.
There's a couple of vaults that people have done that in.
She wasn't a vault dweller, though. In fact, she hated Vault-Tec.
Ooh.
The other problem I have with her, to be fair, is that, again, spoilers. This is going to be major spoilers. She is classified at the beginning as a Raider leader. The Raider leader that attacks their vault. She's the one that was in control of that and kidnapped the father. Okay? The problem I have with that is that later on, she is titled to be a high-ranking NCR officer. And official NCR leader in that area. So was she just using the Raiders? Is she just so pissed off at the events that have happened in her life that she is willing to just say fuck it and use Raiders? Which is kind of what NCR doesn't do? Or is the show trying to make it where they're trying to indicate that the NCR isn't the good guys, but not the bad guys either? Like how Chris keeps saying that New Vegas was supposed to be. Where no one was supposed to be the good guy, and no one was supposed to be the bad guy. Though, obviously, Caesar's Legion was the fucking bad guy.
Yes, I fully agree with that. Anybody who says Caesar Legion was in the right needs to be shot. Just
like the Enclave. The Enclave are the bad guys, too.
The Enclave are complete and utter assholes that need to be wiped out.
Also, the Institute. They're pretty much bad guys, too. Do you not agree with that one? The Institute's goal was to...
The Institute...
They were kidnapping people, replacing them with synths.
The Institute's original goal? No. For the first-gen Institute, I do not classify them as evil.
I was being Fallout 4.
However, the Institute that we dealt with in the actual game, oh, fuck yes. They're evil.
They were kidnapping people replacing them with synths. And if the synth figured out it was a synth, they would shut them down. Their entire purpose was, or their entire end goal at least, was to remove everyone from the world and make them all synthetics.
Hey, kitty.
Including animals. Yeah, there were some cats at my house 2 times. That's, if I'm not wrong, that's what they had. Was like they had a synthetic fucking gorilla, didn't they?
No, that was something that was in Nuka World.
No, because
that was one of the original projects that was done by Nuka World, for where the Institute was an actual legitimate operation.
but it was still a synthetic gorilla, which I'm pretty sure indicates that they were going to like replace life forms with synthetic.
Hey, where the fuck's the venison?
Also, my other theory on was that if you had not beaten them in Fallout 4, they would have made Synth Gen 4s. Which, in my opinion, Synth Gen 4s would be, their organs would look more human-like, but would still be robotic, if that made sense. Because that's what gave Synth 3s away. Is when you kill a Synth 3, it has synthetic parts inside
Synth
it.
components, yeah.
But if you make the synth components look more like organic components, it would be a lot harder to tell.
The hell?
You need venison or?
No, I'm doing the cooking quest in Refuge, and I have to find the venison, and it's not showing up anywhere.
Hold on, I can come help you. No, I can't. Never mind.
Like, I found the salt. I know where the salt and pepper are for the next step, but it's like,
try
get the
up
basket
high.
of venison.
Is it? Sometimes it's in the other room, the big room, not the back room.
Oh, no, they hid it in the fucking fridge.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, cool. You know, like each of the Fallouts, I've always had like 3 was the hard one. I think 3, because I'm trying to remember 3, but in all the other ones where you could really make like lots of choices, like which would be this one. I guess not really this one because you don't really make a huge choice, but New Vegas for sure. They had lots of choices, but you basically a lot of them you got the. There was always the bad choice, and then the other choices that are not good but not bad. Like, do you side with the Minutemen? Do you side with the which they're more good, but they have bad leanings to some degree. Same with like the Brotherhood, and same with the Railroad. The Railroad, again, all of them have good intentions, but it's how they accomplish it. And then you got the Institute, which is the bad intentions.
Yeah, it's just like some of the moral choices you have in the Far Cry series. It's like some of them is like, oh, you're helping them because like Pagan Min, he's complete and utter assholes. But then you start getting the Golden Path storyline.
Yeah.
And you're looking at them going like, I don't want you two in charge of anything either.
I think the most recent one kind of fixed that a bit more. 6. 6 and 5 actually weren't bad. 5 actually made a lot of sense. Like, you do not want fucking him in control.
Yes.
That's just
the father, especially as he's going later on, getting more and more fucking unhinged.
Yeah. It's the actual canon ending for that game. That's the craziest. you have two options at the very end of the game. I don't know if you remember 5's endings or not.
Honestly, right at the beginning of the game, you have a choice between arresting him or not. And realistically speaking, it doesn't matter what you do, this shit still flies.
I think if you don't
The
arrest him, the game ends. It's one of those special endings.
Yeah, the game ends if you don't arrest him, but it's still the nukes end up flying.
No, that's the ending. That's the ending. That's the actual official, like the two choices at the very, very end of the game. At the very beginning of the game, you have the two choices of to either arrest him, and that's your helicopter gets shot down, or you just leave. And if you just leave, that's like one of the special endings, kind of like how in 4, the special ending was if you just stayed at the table and didn't move, he comes back, he gives you the item that you wanted, and you just leave.
Yeah, he takes you to Lakshmana, which you find out is your little sister.
Just like in the 6th game, you have a choice to either, after you get off the first island, you can either go, you could just leave. You could just take a boat and leave.
Yep, I've done that.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I do, simply because then I can go back to the previous save and, well...
Oh, it literally kicks you back.
Continue on with the game.
Yeah. With that one, you definitely have to do it because there's an achievement for it. But, in 5, the very ending, you have a choice to either release him or bring him to the station. Again, it's the same concept, but it's a different option. That one, the bombs drop either way, but if you release him, that's the canon ending.
Yeah, because you have to go and get his aid in New Dawn.
Yeah, because that's you. That's your original. Because what happens is in the canon ending, as you guys are going down, he's telling you that the bomb's dropping no matter what. He's won. Your options are to release him and go to a vault with him, like a shelter, and that's your choice. Or you can continue down the road, bringing him to jail, and we're all going to die. If you choose to continue bringing him down the road, you will all fucking die. But if you actually choose to bring him to the vault, he drags you into the vault with him, closes it up, and that basically you two spend years together. I did not know an event happened. I'm jumping in right now.
Yeah, One Violent Night.
Yeah, I didn't see it pop up.
This one's going to be a pain in the ass to do.
But, no, fucking 6. 6's ending is basically the concept that, you win. It doesn't go the way you want it to, but you win. I don't know if there's an alternative ending. I never checked. I will never check that game. But as far as I can tell, the canon ending is the fact that you fucking, you win. I'm not going to say too much about that, because it's definitely spoiler territory. Unless you don't give a crap and you're never going to finish the game, then...
Doesn't bother me either way. Once the game's hit about a year old, I don't mind spoilers from then on.
Well, just some people, they're like, I'm still going to play the game just later on. And I'll be nice enough not to say anything if that's the case. Like, same with TV shows. The only reason I brought up the Fallout stuff is because you seem like you have very little to no interest in ever watching it, so...
Yeah.
But as for, like, that, like, if you don't want me saying anything, I can definitely not say a fucking word. Like,
no, I don't mind. My brain goes after the game, movie, or whatever has been out for a year. Nobody can bitch about spoilers.
Again,
if you were gonna watch it with any, if you were gonna watch it with any sort of urgency, you would have done it by now. Otherwise, by the time you eventually get around to watching it, you'll probably forget.
It's your choice. Like I said, I definitely disagree with that. But again, I'm asking. You're saying it's
Somebody
fine.
want to
So
repair the jukebox?
I can repair the jukebox. I'm right next to it. But no, the girl that basically convinces you to help her free the place, she dies, and the bad guy dies, and his son dies. And it basically just left with you and your group. And as they're all like happy and like go lucky that you won, basically you're just like, and I'm out. I didn't want to be the leader. I just wanted to free everyone. So, like, even your character doesn't become like a megalomaniac or anything. He literally just wants out.
I did what I said I'd do. I did what I intended to do. Now I'm getting when the getting's good.
Yeah, so it's, yeah. Me and Tammy have a couple more fucking levels we have to work on in that one. Jesus fuck, those are... It would be faster if I just did them all back to back to back, but there's a...
No, I'm good. Never mind. Thank you.
That's you? Oh, it is you. Fuck.
Yeah, I'm the one here playing on the...
You're the naked girl in the corner, yeah.
Yep.
Don't worry, if your health drops too low, I'll heal you.
No, I'm pretty much full hit points.
Is it if it drops?
If
Because I can just...
it's good.
But no, fucking... The problem with like the game is just like with the things, it's like they're the exact same level, just harder. And I'm just like, oh.
That's getting the radiological things.
Yeah. And you have to do them.
I've already got to start doing those. But
You have to do them each level of them. Because you can't do the next level until you unlock the previous level.
yeah, that's something me and Talon are like. I'm popping into Far Cry just to do exploration to fucking around. I'm not actually trying to pursue storyline. So, me and Talon are eventually going to get to it. So we'll probably storm those at some point.
Yeah, just so what me and Tammy have been doing is we just do level like one level and then we'll stop. So that we're not repeating the same level every day.
You're not getting annoyed at the grind.
And then once that's done, then I can actually do all the DLC. He's here. He's dead. He was here.
Yeah, I decided to flame him when I was still buck naked. Of course, I can't see anything.
But no, I'm... Oh, and then Assassin's Creed got delayed again.
I've never cared for that series at all. It's never been one that caught my interest, even in the word from the word go, and it's just this okay, kind of like The Legend of Zelda. I've played the types of games and everything like this, but just that specific series just never managed to capture my attention. I don't know why, but it's just, yeah, okay, I got other stuff I'd rather play.
That's your prerogative.
Yeah, I don't knock anybody else for playing them because I've seen them. People enjoy them, which is all well and good. So let them.
Well, I just was bringing up the fact that it got pushed back because the concept that we're talking about video games here, and it just.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Went from-
Atomic Fall is in March as well.
Yeah, I just ran across that one.
I've been looking forward to that one.
At random, I just ran across that one, and it's just like, that looks like it could be good. Then it's I saw that, you can pre-install it now because it's coming out on Game Pass. I'm going like, okay, it's not going to cost me anything either.
Yeah, but yeah, no, it's not until March. Like I said, it's been something that I was looking forward to, and I was like, okay, cool, let's see how that goes. And then I started playing the Star Wars Boba Fett, or Bounty Hunter, sorry.
How are you enjoying that one?
Not. I'm not enjoying it. It's not the same as the other games.
So it's one of those where you thought it was going to be good, but it's not quite what you thought it was going to be.
The problem with it is to do bounties, because that's kind of what you're supposed to be doing. Like it's an achievement and it's a core. Right? It's not core. It is a mechanic of the game. To do a bounty, people are shooting at you, have to switch to one of your weapons, which is your helmet. You have to then scan everybody there. When you finally find someone who has a bounty on them, which there's only a select number of people that have bounties on them in each level, you have to then press the right trigger. It then marks it as you're going to be collecting their bounty. Then you have to either take them in alive or kill them. If you take them in alive, you have to kill pretty much everyone else or quickly lasso them, which is another weapon. And then you have to basically quickly run up to them and press X. If you're just going to kill them, you just have to kill them. But you cannot kill them until you scan their bounty. It doesn't count. So they have to.
Sounds stupidly cumbersome.
So you have to do that while other people are still shooting at you, and you don't know if any of them are actually in it. I'm gonna have to look to see if there's a guide somewhere that says if they're always the exact same people in the exact same areas every single time, and if they are the exact same people in the exact same area every single time, then what I may do is just run and gun the entire fucking game, and then on my free time go for all the bounties. Because it does have chapter select, so at least that's something.
Yeah, no, that sounds short-sighted in the implementation. Like, it would be one thing because it's a helmet. Why do you need to select the helmet to do it? It should be doing it automatic.
Yeah,
that highlights a bounty. Then you have the choice of kill or capture or kill.
Yeah, but the problem is that they want you to actually interact with it because they want you to be the one that goes, "Oh yeah, I found a bounty. I'm going to go and confirm it." And yeah. Slows things down a bit.
To me that's one of those things where if you're going to do that sort of mechanic, have an option of either A, shutting it off, as in forcing that mechanic to be a higher difficulty, or B, having an upgrade or something like that you can choose to apply that will.
Well, I'm only in level 2, and that's the other thing is there's chapters. But I'm only in I'm still in chapter 1, but I'm part 3 of chapter 1. So I don't know how many chapters there are. I know how many chapters there are. There are 6, but I don't know how many parts there are in each of them. What you looking for, Temps?
Purified water.
Okay. Yeah, there's purified water there. There's some in there, and there's some over here.
There's also a shit ton at my base if you need it.
I just need one more.
Oh, my well is actually dry. Okay, you already taken
She
that
needs
as well?
one more thing.
Hey, Toby.
Craft throwable weapons.
Oh, what other... There's a lot of TV shows that are coming out that I'm looking forward to. I'm going to be waiting on the movies that are coming out. There should be a movie coming out next month. I'm going to be waiting like 5 months before I watch.
Well, the only okay, admittedly, I haven't exactly been paying attention to movies, but about the only movie that I'm aware of coming up soon is the John Wick, the John Wick spinoff.
There's a TV series about it.
Ballerina, I think it is.
I don't know. I know there's a TV series spinoff.
Oh, I didn't know that. That might be something I'll watch.
It's called Continental.
Because the Wick series managed to capture my attention, something decent. But then again, honestly, most of Reeves' movies have been really ones I've watched. I think the only one I haven't seen is the latest Bill and Ted's, and that's just because I've never been able to get around to watching it.
I want to watch the first one before I watch the first ones before I watch the second one or the other one, the new one. There we go. Words. How many are there? There's 3, right?
There's tree.
Yeah, I want to watch the first 2 before I watch the third one. I own the third one.
I'm pretty sure we own all of them.
Yes. Yeah. As for John Wick, I haven't watched chapter 4. I don't even know what the fuck they're on, but I haven't watched chapter 4 yet. I own it, just haven't watched it. I felt like they were getting too...
One was Dog. 2 was where... Yeah, there would be 4. My brain was trying to tell me there's only 3 Wick. No, there's 4.
My biggest problem was just the fact that, to some degree, it really feels like the Wicks are getting too similar. Like, I want to like them, but sometimes they just feel too similar. And also, I think it was like number 3. I think it was number 3 that I fucking hated.
Where he was getting hunted?
No, it was the one with that Halle Berry was in.
Yeah, with the 2 dogs.
Oh, yeah, okay. I didn't like that one.
Yeah, that was 3.
Yeah, I didn't like that one. And yes,
In all honesty, that was of the series. That was my least favorite as well.
There is currently 4 chapters, 1 prequel TV series, and a spin-off called, like you said earlier, Ballerina.
Yeah, no, the 3 was... I had more... There was enough holes in 3 that it annoyed me at times.
My biggest problem, I think, with them, in general, is that I think it was 2. In 2, he gets that, or maybe it was 1. I think it was 2. He gets that other dog, right? Like that dog
That's the end of 1.
And it's in number 2 that he has the dog. He doesn't use the dog in combat. He literally tells the dog to, like someone to protect the dog.
That's because the dog hasn't been trained for any of that, which is understandable.
But the problem is that in my head, it was like, I don't want this dog to get into the line of fire because that's just me carelessly putting a dog into the line of fire. But it's like, now that's like whole thing about dogs was in like 3. That's like, 3 was like this huge thing about dogs again. It's like, can we stop with the dogs? Like, I get that the whole movie based off the concept that you killed my fucking dog. But the second one was not about you killed my fucking dog. Why is the third one got to be about her and her fucking dogs?
Path to enlightenment.
Yeah, I just didn't give a fuck.
I think they're just trying to show why they were working together, some common point of interest or understanding. But yeah, no, I agree.
But no, that wasn't the thing. His thing wasn't dogs, though. The only reason he gave a fuck about that original dog was because the concept that his wife bought him that as a gift for her passing, so that he wouldn't be alone. And he even says that the only thing that he had of his wife, the only thing keeping him from not being alone, they took from him. Now he was going to take from them. And it's just, that was the whole concept behind it. Then at the end with the other dog, it was like, okay, he's found someone else to, like, another being to connect with. And that was like the whole concept in my head was like, this is another, this dog is someone he's going to be connecting with. He wants to retire. He has another dog that, cool, we got this. The dog needed someone. He needed someone. Cool. They're together. He's keeping the dog safe because he doesn't want the dog to die while he's doing the fucking most dangerous shit in the world, But then, the whole thing with her, it's just like, yeah. I think somebody down the line really has a hard-on for, like really likes dogs in that fucking company and really wants to focus on dogs.
Yeah.
But that's just my thought process on it. Just like, that's why I'm always like, when I'm thinking about 4, I'm just like, I really hope there's no fucking dogs in it.
The only thing that was going on in 4 dog-wise was the hunter and his canine.
Apparently people just really like, they really got, someone really likes dogs now. I'm pretty sure that's all, is that the one with the blind? Is 4 the one with the blind guy?
Yes.
Yeah. That I know about. And that was, again, dealing with family makes sense. Having the movies dealing with, like, where someone is trying to fuck over someone's family, kind of like how, like, the cat opened that door. Just to let you guys know. I didn't open up the door. The cat did. Anyway. That's kind of like in, like, Fast and Furious. How Fast and Furious went from, I gotta make money, don't tell me what the fuck to do, I need to make money, to family.
Yeah, the Fast series has gone out of whack.
The problem with any movie, to be fair, it is a real large trope between any movies, is as you watch these movies, as time progresses with these movies, you run into a problem that you have one of 2 options. Option A is that you go extreme. As the series goes on, you go extreme. Or option B, you go and you die. Like, literally, you just die. Because people get bored. Like, even John Wick, the fight scenes are a lot more, I guess you could go more dramatic with things, but the point to me is, like, the fight scenes are a lot more aggressive, a lot more high intense. They're still trying to be realistic with the fight scenes, but, to some degree, like, John Wick is getting constantly shot. Yes, he's got a bulletproof fucking suit, but you had to make a bulletproof suit so that he can actually legitimately be shot. because it wouldn't be realistic otherwise. But with the Fast movies, because they're dealing with cars as their main gimmick, you have to. What do you do with cars after a certain point in time? You start having cars fucking do huge, death-defying stunts. Like, but if you think about it, all movies do this.
Mm-hmm.
If you start doing like huge sequels.
Well, honestly, I think the reason why Fast seems to be the most prominent one for the going completely out of whack is because I honestly don't think when they initially made Fast and the Furious, I think they intended it to be a standalone. And then when they saw how popular it was and how much money it made them, they then decided they were going to try to go for a sequel.
I don't know. From what I remember, I could be wrong. I think they had intended it being a sequel to begin with. But they were waiting to see if it did well before they actually did a sequel. And the problem is that they never signed anyone to the sequel. The fuck is it asking me to direct with here? Ooh, what the fuck? Because that was one of the problems was that up to that point, I could be wrong, but up to that point, I don't think Vin Diesel had ever done a sequel.
I actually don't know. I didn't really pay attention too much to his
I think
career.
he did do sequels because I think he did the Pitch Black and.
I don't think he had done
Chronicles
that one at the time. I could be wrong. I'll double check because I don't think he did. Oh, you did Path of Enlightenment. Oh. That's not what I thought it was. Oh, well. For some reason, I thought the one you guys are doing, my brain had thought about the one that we did, or the meditation one for the ghouls.
Oh, guided meditation.
Yeah, guided meditation.
It's fine. I soloed it, so
Yeah, that one's not hard.
I know. Just, I'm always concerned about not being able to collect enough myself. So.
Yeah, guided Path to Enlightenment is really one that you do need two people to run.
No, she did by herself.
I've never been able to pull it off solo.
Oh, she just did.
GG.
So yes, up to that point, he had never done a sequel attempt.
Okay. To be fair, when movies come out for me is
Yeah, no.
yeah.
He did a movie, his first movie. Oh, actor. Hold on, maybe I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure I'm not. Yeah, no, I'm right. So he did a movie called Awakenings. It's his first movie. He was uncredited. New Jack City. He was also uncredited for. His first movie after that was a short movie, which is called Multifacial. And then afterwards, he was in Strays, Saving Private Ryan, The Iron Giant, Boiler Room, Pitch Black, The Fast and the Furious, knock around guys, triple
The Iron
X.
Giant.
Yep, he's the voice of the
Yeah.
Iron Giant.
Yeah, I didn't realize that was his voice, but as soon as you said it, in my brain going, "Who did he?" I bet he was the Giant.
Superman.
A Man Apart. Then he does the Chronicles of Riddick. So the Chronicles of Riddick, or the Riddick series, was the first time he ever did a sequel. I don't know when Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift came around. I will look into that because that's actually important information. Because it could have been that he just said no to it, but
I think I remember hearing at the time that he had a prior obligation that he was already contractually he was already signed to do before they then came to him with that one.
Too Fast, Too Furious was in 2003. Yeah, no, he maybe he was doing a Man Apart, but if not, it was, or maybe he was doing the Chronicles of Riddick. But yes, when that movie came out, he had never, when Too Fast, Too Furious came out, he had never done a sequel before that point. And then Too Fast, Too Furious came out, and he didn't do that one. He said no to it. And then when they were like, okay, we're going to do a third movie, and they were trying to get Paul Walker to join it for the third movie, Paul Walker said no. And then the funny part is the fact that Vin Diesel said yes to it. And then afterwards, they joined every other movie after that. I think the reason that they actually did it is because even though Too Fast, Too Furious and Tokyo Drift were kind of not as good, they still did decently well. Like there was like someone wanting to watch these movies still. So I think that's why he agreed. And I think Walker just didn't like it because it just wasn't. Maybe they didn't want him to come back, or maybe they just he was not wanting to do the Tokyo thing, because originally it sounded like the kid in Tokyo Drift was supposed to be Walker. But I think the best thing about Tokyo Drift is that we got Han from it.
So I have the Tesla cannon.
Okay.
DJ.
I haven't made it. I just have the ability to make it now.
Yep. I know that there's been some issues with the Fast and the Furious movies with them getting other big names to jump into it. Like, for example, because they've gotten like The Rock in
The
it.
Rock?
So, yeah. Vin Diesel was pretty pissed off about it. Not because they had The Rock in it, but from what I understand, it was more of the concept that The Rock came into it believing it was his movie. Where Vin Diesel's
Encrypted is up.
Vin Diesel's argument is it's not your movie. Like, we've been running it since day one. Like, I understand you're a big name, but at the exact same time.
What perk are you sharing that's a tier 4?
Oh, Bodyguard. I had to change up my shit to actually get it to work, but Bodyguard.
Okay.
The reason I picked it is because while you're in a team,
All right. Listen up, agents. If you're hearing this,
your teammates give you a DR.
that means I left unfinished business for you. That don't sit well with me. You've just initiated the recall process for a rogue assault charge.
Gain 12
Tough one.
energy resistance, or 12 energy resistance to damage and energy for each teammate, including you.
There are 3 pylons set up around the area. Starting one of these up.
To a max of 36.
Long story short, that means you're full of juice. Juice that pumps from you right into that robot shield. You'll need all 3 active to down it. Good luck. Hope you fare better than I did.
So my argument with it was the fact that, like, if I put it on, everyone would just be more protected.
Yeah, no, but I was honestly just wondering which one it is.
Yeah. Oh, I was so close.
Nope. They're even more off.
That's not what I meant to do.
What?
Just watching you guys.
I haven't actually pushed the button yet, so it's kind of music that I'm dancing. All right. We have 2 minutes. But yeah, no, later on this year, Daredevil comes out. I'm looking forward to that.
You're still dancing on my screen.
Okay, I'm stuck dancing forever. Oh, this is gonna hurt.
How long it's been in the other event popping? It's anybody who's going to show would have done it already. So I'll go for this one.
I'm not arguing with you, Jay. I'm saying this is gonna hurt.
Yeah, Patty, do you want to pick one? One of the pylons.
It won't matter until the actual robots die a little bit here. The guy flipped up. Then you have to survive. Well, this guy tries fucking your face. Oh. He's definitely trying to fuck my face. Also, when you actually do grab that damage, you will start taking damage. Just because. Become a conduit. Tams, grab your thing. Attack this big guy with us, Tams. Sheep clutch. I even used a fucking stim pack just to heal Jay, because he was just getting his ass kicked there for a second. Which is kind of what happens when you're tanking this motherfucker.
Yeah, I think I need to fix my flamer. It has no legendary on it.
Okay, the fact that we won that is impressive. But I think it's because all these fucking guys over here just were not fucking helping him. Has no legendaries on it, so you're gonna play legendaries on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
For your flamer, Fury would probably be a good thing.
She may just
So the longer you're flaming something, the more damage it does.
She also just made random rolls to see what happens.
I don't know. I'll look at my in my chest at home, because I do have random mods in there that I was going to probably give to you, Rob, because
If you give them to me, I sell them. If you give them to Jay, he keeps them. So that's up to you on that one.
I usually store them until I find if I might need them or not.
Yeah, like I said. Jay keeps them, I sell them. I really kind of wish that there was actually a chest. I kind of saw a thing in the store, and I thought that it'd be cool if it did it more towards what it says it does, but it doesn't, obviously. You could store food in it. But I think it'd be kind of cool if, like, it stored Nuka-Cola, because it says it's a Nuka-Cola freezer. And it doesn't actually, like, go towards your
total
Yeah,
weight.
give it its own stash amount.
Yeah. Kind of like how you could do that with junk, but you could do that with, like... I also think that they should really have it where if you have something on display, they should allow you to have, like, it lowers the weight of the things that are on display by, like, a quarter or something, or, like, fucking something like that, like, where... Or even just getting rid of the weight altogether, or having it where it's, like, a separate weight. If you have something stored, you know, you can have things stored up to 1,000. And you can have things in your stash up to 1,000.
Oh, most wanted we could do if you guys wanted to.
I traveled home. Well, you're the only one that fucking most wanted.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake. The server must be dead.
There's like 5 people on the server besides us. So it's like this server is fucking dead. Got a minute until
Yeah, go ahead, start.
Most
I'm
Wanted
in the
dies.
air.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait 30 seconds before I start it.
Okay. I'm just letting you know I'm in the air.
Yep, no, thank you for that.
I'm also in the air. And my
Let
little
me know when you both land.
Okay. Let's go, fuckers!
Touchdown.
Superhero landing.
Howdy, folks. The game's about to start, so get yourselves ready for some root, toot, shooting, and loot. Yeehaw!
I don't know where to go, so.
There's saves and there's people like this around.
Yeah.
The first section is these are going to light up green when they do activate them, because they will give you banditos or whatever the fuck they're using. Our goal is to collect 600 of them and place them in this horse here. The second tier, then we will get attacked by robots. We need to defend this from said robots until there's about a minute left, in which case then the mine's going to open up and we're going to deal with a big asshole who's going to try to kill us. We kill him, we win.
The only thing I suggest, Sam, is just don't come to me. Because there's like 4 of them in my general area that I just literally, they respawn fast enough that I can just grab them all. Or 5, sorry.
Hostiles in area.
You will find there's a golden critter, so to speak. It's one of the stupid little jackass Japanese bots, or Chinese bots.
Chinese.
You kill that thing, and it's worth 100 credits.
Oh, I see the golden one. It's over by me.
Kill it.
I am. I'm telling you where it is so that you guys, you know. It's running towards, yeah. Did you get it? Okay.
Yep.
Oh, if we have that much, I could probably just drop mine in there and we can be done.
Okay, kill the bots.
Kill the robots. Kill. Oh, it's another one. I do not like the fact that that doesn't stay on there right now.
Okay, it's going to... Once we finish killing these things, it's going to spawn from the mine.
Yep.
I'm letting Panda know, because she was expressed curiosity as to what we needed to do.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think I've only played this like twice, and once I came in and it was like
Yeah,
super
right
late
here.
into it.
Come on.
You heard the ding? That means that he's coming.
Yep. He's going to spawn from that mine entrance. And yeah.
Everyone.
The tokens and shit that you get from this, in case you don't know, I'll show you where you can turn them in.
He's talking to you, Thames. Yeah, they're useless to me. I think I've just
There's
been
some
buying.
design schematics in here.
I
Like,
have them all. I bought them all. I think I just go there occasionally and buy the what's them call it there. The one type of ammo.
the Nuka-Cola ammo.
Yeah. I just do that occasionally.
You can buy Nuka grenades.
Problem is I don't use them. So the ammo, I believe, goes into the ammo container. So that's why I grabbed the ammo.
Yeah.
If the grenades went into a container, I'd keep grenades. But they don't. So I don't.
Well, I'll buy those Nuka grenades off you. Drop of a hat. No questions asked.
I don't know if I can actually sell them.
Yep.
Okay. What the fuck am I doing? Oh, right, I'm buying drinks from this guy. Oh, you will not let me sell to you. That's fine. Well, with the world being so dead as it is, maybe me and Tim will just jump off. Call it slightly early. Unless there's something you need to complete before we jump off there, Thames.
No, I'm just scrapping some stuff.
Did you want me to go through my legendary effects that I currently have and see if there's any that you want?
If you're talking to me, no. If you're talking to Thames,
I'm gonna go see which ones I have, and then yeah, go from there.
hello, Koshka.
Koshika.
How many fucking 5mm rounds do I have? Okay, just shy of 400,000.
For just straight 5 mil or depleted 5 mil?
Just straight 5mm. I've just got 5mm in my, and that's just in my stash. That's not even counting the fact that I have another 100K on me. So it's
Yeah,
roughly,
I got about 2K in my stash that is honestly just sitting there.
Yeah.
So I have Vanguards, Glutton, and Belted. For random.
Okay, Vanguards
Mods.
is just going to be a straight up armor bonus and energy damage resistance bonus. But I've got to do.
But if you're going to train, if you're going to put those on temps, just the first thing you should probably do is just make your flamer legendary.
Yes, you have to.
Then just see what you get from that. And if you have enough of the stuff, theoretically, if you don't like what you have at all, if you have enough of the stuff, you can just re-roll it all.
No.
Can't you? Why can't you? You could just
Nope, not anymore.
Really?
The only way you can kind of sort of do a reroll is by going level 1 and then going in level 2. It should overwrite the level 1, which is what it used to do. Then going to level 3. But that takes the cost of what you need to pay from 15 legendary cores. It would then turn around and it would cost you on the tune of 30, 35, or 45 legendary cores.
Weird.
To do that.
I thought before, maybe they changed it like you said, but I thought before if you just did another tier 3, it just rewrote everything.
Nope. That's the way it used to be, but it's not that way anymore. At least not that I'm aware of.
I thought it was, because I thought I did that recently, but maybe I'm wrong.
If you happen to be... I've never seen the option to do that, so I can't confirm or deny.
Yeah, it's not letting. I can't just redo anything like that. I put some stuff on, or I made it legendary, and that way I at least I could mess with it farther from there.
Well, what do you need to get, like, which one do you want? And, like, you can always try getting this shit.
Rob, do you happen to have a power armor frame that you're not using?
Nope.
Damn. Okay.
Why do you need one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just need one.
Come to me.
We'll do that just as soon as I can figure out what the hell is taking up so much of my goddamn weight so I can get rid of it.
Okay, because I'm staring at a power armor frame right here.
Oh, sweet.
I know where 2 of them are, and they usually spawn in the 2 locations. So, I had seen this one earlier.
Yeah, I went to all the different locations that I usually have. I can usually find them, and I just wasn't seeing them.
Yep, that's like I said. I usually go. There's one where I'm currently located, and there's one in the junkyard sometimes, which I'll actually see if the one in the junkyard's there. There's also sometimes one in the trading yard, but that one's sketchy. Like the amount of times I've seen that one in there, I don't even know.
Usually my luck is in Camden Park. And I found one there today, but I was going and clearing out shit, and I accidentally got rid of what I shouldn't have.
So yeah, I definitely don't care for the mutant slayers, and I don't care about the vats, especially on a flamer.
Fury to me sounds like seems to have been the best one to put on Flamer, because it's so rapid hitting that it builds up fast.
Ooh.
Because it gives you up to a bonus of 45% damage to the same target.
I want to shoot at him, but I'm afraid that's going to confuse the game.
I'm fast traveling to you
I
right
know.
now, Rob.
I'm looking at you. I could try to tell the people like I was walking. I wanted to shoot you, but I was afraid that was going to fuck up your game. So that's why I haven't actually took a shot at you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, occasionally there's one there. So there's one at the railway station nearby. But that one's really, really, like, inconsistent. It's there sometimes, like, hidden in one of the rail carts. And then other times it's not there for, like, months when I'm looking. I think it's that rail cart right there.
%5 damage for each consecutive hit on the same target up to 45%, which is curious.
But yeah, like I said. But I also know there's one just this way. Which I'm actually really surprised that, despite the fact that there's, like, no one fucking on, like you were saying earlier, that someone still owns this particular...
Well, it's been taken over by that individual, but since I can't fast travel to it, I'd say straight outright that they're no longer online.
It's usually, well, in the back of the day, it used to remove it from you if you're not online.
Yeah, you just have to go in. You just have to go in.
No, you've always been able to do
go
that
up
part.
to the workshop and take it over.
That part you've always been able to do. That's why it warns you that it's PvP to do it.
Honestly, I think it would be better if, like, your builds for these, like the kind of like your camp. If you took over one of these sections, put it in your build, it would remember what your build was.
Yeah.
The next time you log in, and even though you don't have. Oh, there it is.
Yep. Like I said, there's another one usually
Thank
here.
you. Yeah, even though you don't have the camp secured, it remembers that build. So as soon as you go and take over that camp,
I think
it
there's two
then
reasons that it
applies
doesn't
the build.
I think there's two reasons that it doesn't do that. One is the fact that, holy shit. Person did not come back and defend it, that's for fucking sure, because mole rats are just fucking all over the place. But what I was going to say is, I think one of the reasons is that if I were to put something, let's say, over the what the fuck is this shit? The junk pile, let's say, or this, where the fuck this is, gravel pit, the gravel pit, and then you put something there when you were like, you took it over, put something there, like even like this fireplace. Then when I would go build it, you'd have to get rid of your fireplace. But the problem that is the fact that some people actually would prefer it being left alone. What I do think, though, is if you build something in these places, I think, honestly, if it doesn't get destroyed by the end of the day when the servers reset, you should be refunded the items or the
resources.
The resources, or, like, the items go into storage for, like, workshop use only.
Trying to figure out what 2-star thing.
But no, like I was saying earlier, is
Give me a second so I can get into my actual inventory, and I will give you an idea as to what exists.
I'm looking at a website that has them all listed out and what you need for them and stuff, but
what I was going to say is the fact that back in the day, again, at the very least, you were able to take over any place. That's why they're classified as PvP.
Yeah, you can still do that.
Yeah, so that's why it's, to me, as long as the person's online, it should be their, keeping it theirs, with the exception of going in there and taking it from people. That's fine. But I think if they're signed off, it should just go back to zero, back to no one's. Because there's been so many times I've looked at that and be like, well, I don't want the guy coming after me because I'm doing this and it's becoming PvP. Because I had that once, where back in the day, a guy to get around.
Yeah, it should at the very least it should put a note saying individual offline. But like for me, it's like if I take over a workshop, I want it to be kind of like my camp.
Yeah.
Even going by your argument and everything else like this, give us the option to say, hey, clear the workshop and place your structure.
Or even, again, having, like how the camps are supposed to be. Where, like, you could just, like, you have pre-built little models that you could place down. It's just they never work for fucking the camps. But it'd be cool.
what's up?
Okay, so do you have a tier 1 that you like?
Well, besides obviously vampiric, but
Like, what's the tier 1 on your flamer?
nothing spectacular. Mutant Slayer.
Hey, do you want a Furious?
Sure.
Is that a tier 1, Thames?
Yep.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Okay, tier
As for-
2, I have Charisma, Endurance, Hazmat, Perception, and VATS Enhanced.
Yeah, I have the VATS enhanced on it already because that's what it was random.
Okay.
But you don't want that, you said.
Yeah, I know. You said hazmat.
I have Charisma, Endurance, Hazmat, and Perception, besides the VATS Enhanced that you're talking about.
Maybe hazmat.
Okay. And tier 3,
I have intelligence on there.
I have Defenders, Doctors, Luck, and Steadfast.
Okay, you had doctors, and then I heard steadfast, and then
I have Defenders, Doctors, Luck, and Steadfast.
probably doctors. It's effectiveness of Stimpaks, Rataways, and Radix. Yeah. And then I'll give you the other ones that I have in storage. Which is Vanguards, Glutton, and Belted.
Well, that's going to be the end of this episode. So if you guys want to check out more from us, you guys can check us out under our usernames.
There you go, Jay.
For myself,
Oh.
it's The Relentless Undead. For Tammy is Tamapanda. And for Jay, it is Seal Fate. We also have a community Discord. So if you guys want to check that out, it should be linked below. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. And I will see you guys next time.